Hello folks, please do not throw away all your attack circlets. Today we are going to compare the difference between attack percent circlets and crit damage circlets. We all know how hard it is to farm for that perfect and godlike artifact. The strongbox crafting does help, but it still takes a lot of luck and blessing from the RNG gods to get something worth using. And we do not want to toss away attack percent circlets that might be good, if not better than some crit circlets. So when is it better to use attack percent instead of crit damage? When there's too much diminishing returns. Here are two general situations this can happen. One is when you have a lot, and I mean a lot, of crit damage due to weapon substats or character talents. Another is when you have too little attack due to energy requirements. A good rule of thumb is to aim for over 2000 attack and around 180 to 200% crit damage. There are some exceptions like Wu Tao or other DPS characters that scale off HP or defense. Now let's show this in motion with our cute cryo princess, Ayaka. Here we have the usual crit damage circlet. Her crit rate is low, but thanks to cryo synergy and Blizzard Strayer stat bonus, she actually has a very high crit rate. This means we have a lot of spare stats to put into crit damage or other stuff. So here we are focusing on crit damage, and it's almost at 270%, while her attack is around 2250. Using a general rotation, we can get her burst to hit for 4468, and crit for 16.5k. Now let's change her circlet to an attack circlet. This drops our crit damage to 228%, but bumps our attack to almost 2600. Using the exact same rotation, Ayaka's burst hits the boss for 5094 and crits it for 16.7k. She is critting for more damage even though her crit damage stat is decreased by 40%. Switching to the attack circlet was actually a DPS increase for her since she has too much crit damage already. This means a crit damage and attack percent circlet gives similar DPS, essentially doubling the number of usable artifacts that you have. Whether crit or attack helps you depends on the team. Most cryo teams have extra crit rate, which frees up artifact stats to be put into attack percent, crit damage, or even elemental mastery for melt teams. You also want to avoid stat caps like Wu Tao's attack bonus not exceeding 400% of her base attack. This means at some point, increasing her HP will no longer provide more damage, but it's a very high ceiling to actually reach, so don't worry about it too much. Another example is the maximum attack bonus from Engulfing Lightning. Similar idea, you do not want to hit the stat ceiling and waste points. Now let's quickly look at our cute but annoying little director, Wu Tao, and compare her damage with HP versus crit damage circlets. I'll show Wu Tao's charge attack damage with the 20% spiral bisp buff. In the first example, we have an HP circlet. Her charge attack hits for 25k and crits for 82k. It could go higher, but she is above 50% health, so not getting the bonus there. Anyway, an HP circlet for Wu Tao is like an attack circlet for most other characters. It essentially converts into the attack stat. Now let's look at her with a crit damage circlet. This time she hits for 23k and crits for 86k. A slight variant, but both does very good damage and are well within a plus or minus 10% difference. Once again, this shows non-crit circlets are still good on your DPS party members. So from now on, keep those attack percent circlets and see if they get decent rolls. They might be better than some of the crit circlets you are currently using. Feel free to mix and match artifacts to see what kind of damage numbers you get. There are also damage calculators out there to give you the best theoretical numbers. I was able to save some time farming using non-crit circlets, and you can too. That means we can spend some of those resin on farming characters or weapon materials instead, so you can finally level up those support characters that you have ignored for so long. So yeah, that's the quick advice this time around. Let me know if swapping to an attack circlet helped your damage. If not, don't worry, we are all suffering together in this artifact farming endgame. Please subscribe if this was helpful, and as always, have fun out there, traveler.